afternoon. My name is Father Emeka Celestine Asobwa of the Society of Jesus. I was in GMC between 2016 to just last year, 2022. So I would say I spent over 6 years as the president of Jesuit Memorial College there in Port Harcourt. Because His grace was enough for me, I received the mission gladly, and 6 years later, I would say indeed, St. Ignatius of Loyola and all our saints and blessed of the Society of Jesus, they were indeed with me and the rest of the community at GMC. And the story and the memories of what happened after that 6 years and a half experience for me, I will give that honor and praise to God and to St. Ignatius and all the saints of the Society of Jesus for all the things we accomplished, even arriving at the time that the college was still at the birthing stage. We were about the third year. They were going into the third year and fourth year when I came in. So it was still at that initial chiefing stage of the college. My message as you mark the 10th anniversary of the birth of a child that was untimely born, the Never Again School, a school that we began unprepared because of that ill-fated plane crash, is that when we look at what we have done, I would say to staff and students and parents and all our collaborators, it is true that we began this institution not prepared for it. And all the things we have done is basically, as I described it during my time there, is trying to do things differently. Being mindful that what brought us to GMC was because the system wasn't what it's supposed to be. And every action, every time, every moment that we spend in GMC, it should be a reminder that we need to do things differently such that a life will be protected. When we spend 1 minute in that institution, being mindful of what we represent, the Phoenix. We represent those hundreds or millions of Nigerians, or thousands of Nigerians who died in a very terrible way. Those people who were not even buried properly, and those people who, because of the corrupt system of our nation, met their water low, and today they are not remembered. I have my own personal experience losing my own elder brother in a very terrible, careless accident in Abuja in 2000, and no one was prosecuted, and it happened, and we lost close to 78 people in that very terrible car crash, and the driver, we're told, walked away and nothing happened. And whenever we spend 1 minute, staff or students or parents of GMC in GMC, that what we would call the guiding principle, what will be the order of the day, is making things, making life, making a society, making our relationship with one another to be a unique one. The one that will always say never again, that human presence, human life, human society will experience what those 60 children experienced at that Omagua airport in 2005. When we act differently in a more positive and life-giving way, we are now indeed making those 60 angels whose lives were cut short, they will be happier over there in heaven, where they continue to pray for all of us and for our country, Nigeria, that is even in dire need of such intercession of our 60 angels. That will be my message to all the people living and working in GMC today. May we continue to act differently, and may we be intentional in our relationship, in our actions, bearing in mind why we have come. We are there because, or we are there because things went wrong, and we can't but be the agent of change, of making our society a better society now and forever. So happy anniversary and happy 10th anniversary to all men and women at Jesuit Memorial College in Port Harcourt.
Okay. My name is Father Peter Chidolwe. I am the current president of Loyola Jesuit College. And my job as the president is to beg. Is to beg on behalf of the college to raise funds for scholarship and to make sure that the infrastructure of the school is in right order. That I create the right ambience for both the students and the staff to thrive. So that's my job description. The message I have will be this: that crisis or bad things or trauma cannot be the final chapter in our history as humans or as a people. That we can choose how we respond to crisis, and that makes the whole of a difference. We chose to build a school, to give other children the chance to enjoy what our wonderful angels were unable to, because in a way Nigeria happened to them. We are saying never again. And so the teachers, you are carrying a torch that is meant to dispel the darkness of mediocrity all around us. And you are building a future that you may never see, but you are building and training kids to respond to a tomorrow that we should and we will be proud of. So the 60 angels, their parents, we are with you, with all of you. Here in Loyola Jesuit College, we have a big edifice built in memory of these 60 angels. We also have our staff quarters built in memory of these 60 angels. We have a street named in honor of these 60 angels. We will never forget them, and we will never forget you. Whenever we mark this event, we pray for you that their wonderful soul will rest in peace, and that their memory will not bring tears to your eyes, but bring joy and consolation to you. So with you, we say to the country, never again, never again.
My name is Reverend Father Chikere Ugwanyi, SJ. I am the principal of Loyola Jesuit College. This is my 5th year leading the school in that capacity. I have three words of encouragement. The first one is to the staff. I remember years ago when I was invited to introduce them to Ignatian spirituality, and we went to Okara to do our retreat, their first retreat in the college. And I remember the enthusiasm they showed and the disposition they had to enter deep into Ignatian spirituality. So I congratulate them on the 10th anniversary of Jesuit Memorial, and invite the staff to go deeper into the Ignatian spirituality as the source and the pathway and the summit of Jesuit education. To the stakeholders, the parents, the board, the community, and others, I usually tell people that Jesuits we don't forget. We never forget. Because deep down in our DNA is the idea of gratitude. We are grateful to you for entrusting your children to us, but also entrusting a piece of your community to this venture. And I congratulate you that you can see from that trust you bestowed on us that something wonderful is coming out of it. To the students, we are your big brothers here in LJC, and as big brothers and sisters, we say congratulations that your school is turning 10. Soon you become teenagers, and teenage years are wonderful years to discover, to explore, and to do quite a lot of things. So I know that the energy you have and the enthusiasm you have will spur you to greater heights. And I hope that one day we'll be able to have exchange programs between the two schools. Congratulations.
That's right.
Congratulations.
So my name is Tiolumun Kingaopa, Father Tiolumun Kingaopa, Jesuit priest. I teach at Loyola, sorry, not now. I used to be in Loyola, but now I teach in Veritas University, Abuja. And when the accident happened, I had just finished my time of regency teaching many of the students who lost their lives at Loyola Jesuit College. So I was in transition, moving from, simply just to say, like, for the staff, the adults, for the Jesuits who are there, that for each and every, all of us have to remember that what we deal with in JMC is human sacrifice. People whose lives have been sacrificed, and God, in His mysterious ways, have allowed this to happen so we can learn lessons. And so we represent hopes bigger than ourselves. And so when everyone goes there to work, they must give all of themselves. And the children who are there, we must allow them, make them understand that they represent hope for Nigeria, hope for the human person. And above all, they carry in themselves the lives that were cut short very early. And so they have two lives. We all have two lives to live whenever we step on James' soil.